What's up, Champions fam? It's Zeke 4-0 back with a brand new WWE Champions video. And promoters are coming into the game. If you have been paying attention to Champions as of late, and when you go to check out your superstars on your roster or taking a look at the cards that are coming through the Mega Superstar loot banner, you have seen a water bottle popping up and it said coming soon. Now we know what that is pertaining to. A while back, I mentioned in the past the idea of having managers come into the game like Paul Heyman, Sensational Sherry, characters like that, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and them having special effects that help benefit your superstars. And lo and behold, here we are with promoters coming into the game, and they are going to be playing that role, allowing us, once equipped, to pick up bonus rewards and resources. And that's going to help out any account, any roster. And this is going to be interesting for sure. I am curious to see how they go about these releases of these promoters. Are they going to be within the Mega Superstar loot banners like any other superstar, or are these characters going to be launched through specific events? That would be also entertaining. Maybe each month now, moving forward in the MLC, you get an opportunity at a free-to-play unit, a chase champion, and a promoter character to help better your roster. But we will soon see how this all unfolds. But knowing that a fifth slot is now coming out, 2 trainers, 2 coaches, and a promoter, this is definitely going to shake things up in the landscape of how content is cleared and taken care of. But I am excited to see which characters are going to be made into promoters for sure. Definitely going to be a thing to be looking out for as we press forward in WWE Champions. But nonetheless, within WrestleMania Unleashed, we got our very first Mega Superstar, and it was a surprise because we got Mickie James. The Ballad of Mickie James, y'all. PG era. PG finally getting some love and a very, very solid and viable showboat waifu. Mickie James delivered. This was a surprise, but it makes sense because I do believe, I mentioned in a prior video, that maybe we have a theme of modern era characters with the Hurt Business, but then again, we just got some Hall of Fame units in DiBiase and Godfather. Maybe we see some other characters play a role like that similar during this MLC, and Mickie James actually covers this for the simple fact that, yeah, she is not a Hall of Fame unit, but I believe she's about to be inducted into the Hall of Fame for WWE. So what better way to take care of things by simply having a future Hall of Fame member, but get the proper prime version out, and this character blew me away. I loved all the gameplay I saw of her. Highly cyclable, highly viable, let alone when you get a strap medal and skill plate on her. She's just going to be a beast, an incredible, incredible unit that's going to help out any account. So kudos to those who were able to pick her up this past weekend. I hope you enjoyed the showdown. Wasn't the best showdown at all. It was really, really a sickening one to say the least. Weren't able to revenge. There were some botches with the match setups and what have you. And even if you, I like the new feature where pretty much you try to link up with someone. If they're not available, a certain amount of your opponents, if they're not available, it will reset. I do like that. Saves you some coins. But on the other side of things too, it makes it can be an issue because sometimes the game still has glitches where it'll crash the match. So it can make things very, very annoying, especially when we're using the waifus. No hate towards them, but when it comes to utilizing the waifus at the moment, it's still kind of lackluster. But I am looking forward to seeing the women's division get more love and more respect on their name as we press onward and see how viable they become moving forward. But this showdown was definitely hitting a miss. There are a lot of issues going on with events, people missing out on the mystery currency that needs to be accumulated over this month long due to how they set up the events and contests and time periods. It was a very unfortunate scenario there too. But showdowns are showdowns, obviously, and we got through it. Obviously, Faction Fuse coming up next. But Mickie James was a good surprise for sure. PG era rep, incredible, incredible coaching ability, destroying more yellow gems. Putting her together with Showboat DDP, that's going to make some champions an absolute nightmare when it comes to cycling. And just a top-notch unit. What more can I say? Offensive, defensive, able to heal, able to deal massive damage. Even if she has to do some to herself, she's able to make that back without any issue. So welcome to the game, Mickie James, and I am sure the women's division will never be the same, but I can't wait to see that Hall of Fame edition of her as well. So we will see where things lead after that. So who will be the next mega superstar? And we got a brand new update. We're going to be getting some tweaks to the color clash. I believe we're also going to be getting a brand new stipulation tour soon. They're going to be working some bugs out with it. We also got this really cool scenario with the People's Champ, The Rock, a free-to-play unit that everyone gets at the very beginning of the game. They switched things around again for the Samoan drop, where before it was making random black gems into blue gems to cycle. Now it's destroying a random 1x7 area. So that's the news all there. Fixed a couple tweaks, basically working on the color clash and the stipulations, making things get smoothed and out there. But I do like when they go into the game and they do some tweaks to certain champions. I wish they would do it more often, making characters like Pete Dunne, far more viable and far more useful to your account. But we'll see how they go about it. They show Rock a lot of love, so they've been updating him left and right, here and there, every few months. So this was a good look. Maybe they do something for Powerhouse Reigns. Anything's possible. But nonetheless, we're moving forward into a new week of WrestleMania Unleashed. Faction feud coming up, so hopefully things are smooth sailings there. Mickie James came into the game. Who do you think is up next? This definitely threw me off. Modern Era was the theme for me personally, seeing the Hurt Business come into play. And I thought that Hall of Fame could have been thrown in here, but I do kind of get it here. Like I said, I believe she is about to be inducted into the Hall of Fame once WrestleMania weekend comes around. She's either class of 2020 or 2021. I believe Mickie James is a part of one of those two classes. But seeing her in the game, PG era, like it's been a drought since we got a very solid PG era unit, and they're far in between. Like a lot of them are free to play characters, but afterwards haven't really seen any. So to see a new rep means there's possibilities that are brewing there of other characters that can come into the game for sure. And with the promoter situation, I am intrigued. And I got to state this too. After hearing everything that's been going on, Big Show's gone to AEW. Christian has gone to AEW, right? And now we got Andrade Almas, who's now been released from WWE. What do you think Champions is going to do? Now, obviously, they've left certain characters in the game. Like, I got Goldust, and I also got Chris Jericho in my game. They haven't been replaced. The skins haven't been changed over, anything like that at all. But knowing that these characters that have been in the game for such a long term and so easily accessible to characters, I wonder what's going to happen. Are they going to change them? Are they going to leave them be? The possibilities are endless here because I guess it depends on what the big man Vinnie Mac decides and on how the terms went about their exit. And with Andrade, I know that these chests have been giving him out left and right with the high quantity amount of shards people have been able to pick up. I wonder what's going to happen with him. Are they going to do a thing similar to Sting when Sting went AEW officially, where we started getting more opportunities at Hall of Fame Sting? Are they going to do the same thing for Andrade before things get wrapped up? Time will tell, but the promoter of abilities coming into play is definitely going to be an interesting situation for sure. And obviously, there's going to be class-specific promoters, and maybe they're going to have different benefits, whether it's bonus rewards or, additional specialty gems, reducing an opponent's MP or a gem generation or move damage. Things like that could come into play with these brand new promoters, and there could be some very top-tier, top-notch promoters that end up being launched that could set up a whole lot of things, because we could easily have MVP, who's the free to play tech that we got, right? And then we could also get a promoter MVP. Same thing can go with other characters too when you think about it. But inevitably, there's only one way to find out at the moment. Just the wait and see. Things are subject to change, but I am looking forward to this update. And when this comes into play, I look forward to what the Broskis got to offer content-wise, because this is definitely, I got a feeling, going to shake up the game. It's going to be more than just bonus rewards. They might start there, but this is definitely a new additional mechanic that can be built upon for many good things to come in many years to come. So we will see what goes down. But how was your showdown weekend? What are your thoughts on Mickie James? How are you enjoying WrestleMania Unleashed? How many shards of Shelton do you have? And are you ready for a faction feud grind weekend coming up? And nonetheless, the hits keep on coming and we got to keep on rolling. So let's see how things unfold fully for WrestleMania Unleashed as we near the end. We're at the halfway mark, gearing up to be at the halfway point. So let's have fun and let's make sure to continue to critique the game so it can only improve to be better. And let's just take in the good times and handle the bad. So with that being said, hey yo, bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love always and forevermore to each and every single one of you, my beloved hashtag champions fam. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to receive, all future notifications from this channel and yours truly, the bad guy of WWE Champions, Zeke 4-0. And until next time, let's chop it up within the comments below. What are your thoughts about promoters? What are your thoughts on Mickie James? Are you looking forward to Faction Feud? And what superstars in the game do you feel need an update? As well as, do you feel champions that are no longer in WWE and have gone on to other companies, do you think they should still remain in the game or should they ultimately get a skin change? Your opinion counts, so let me hear it down below. Until next time, stay tuned. Peace.